Welcome back. Happy Thursday. So there's a very interesting and beautiful word in Sanskrit in yoga terminology. I've always thought it was a beautiful word. The word is moksha. Moksha, M-O-K-S-H-A. Moksha means liberation. It's the ultimate attainment. It's liberation. It's freedom. Freedom from what? Well, is it financial freedom? Is it intellectual freedom? Is it worldly freedom? Is it having everything in the world arranged in a palace so carefully that nothing can ever go wrong for you? Is that freedom? Some people think it is. I used to live kind of near Blackhawk, and there were a lot of palaces up there where everybody had arranged enough physical resources that nothing could ever go wrong. But no, it doesn't mean that. Moksha means spiritual liberation. And in a nutshell, one way of saying it, it's to realize that you're not a material being having a material existence, which is incredibly evident and obvious. We're definitely material beings having a material existence. And we have to scrape and scramble and struggle to arrange things for a brief period of time and keep pushing the rock up the hill so that it rolls down the other side so that we can go get it and push it back up. This is the material existence. Moksha, liberation, means essentially that we're spiritual beings having a material existence. We are spiritual beings having a temporary material existence. I remember the first time I heard that phrase, and it was like being hit by an arrow in the forehead. It was like, really? I'm a spiritual being sort of compressed into a time-space package, being batted around like a ping pong ball in a material world, subject to the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, constantly questioning to be or not to be, but then as a seeker, this idea of moksha was presented as it is in all the great world spiritual literatures and by every spiritual master, and said, there's something above and beyond all this, but it's only available to those who consider it, to those who allow the possibility, to those who are open-minded, and by all means, only to those who will seek it. Everyone's going to live a material life as a material being batted around, subject to the vicissitudes of material life. Rare is it to find somebody who wishes and understands and actually seeks to know and realize the truth of existence is that you are a spiritual being having a material existence. The implications of this, as I've discussed all week, are staggering. Now, if we're material beings, our brain is producing the consciousness, and actually, if you speak with many material scientists, two come to mind, Sam Harris and Daniel Dennett, you can look them up, and they go as far as to say that free will is an illusion. This idea that there's a presence inside of us, an identity that actually makes free will choices, is actually, even that's an illusion. We're just meat robots walking around with no choice whatsoever. This is the end result of pure materialism, and it's available for those who wish to choose it. But if you do choose that, it's not really a choice because you don't have free will to begin with. It seems to me like the material scientists who say that there's no free will say there's no free will for everyone else. There certainly is for them as they live their lives. But you are a spiritual being having a spiritual experience. And as you realize this, the great faculty is understood that you are the one, your brain is the thing that shapes infinite consciousness into the experiences of your personal life. Infinite consciousness is shaped by something, and it's shaped by your thought, it's shaped by your intention, and it's shaped by your attention, and it's shaped by your focus. And when you realize this, you've achieved moksha. Now, at this point, that may be conceptual, and it's a very alien and awkward, unusual ideal that I'm speaking of. But if you entertain it, cultivate it, put it into practice, and remember that you are the one who is shaping infinite consciousness, much in the way that energy is shaped into all of its material constituents, then you are well on your way to this wonderful freedom. And while you'll be in the material world, you won't be of it. You'll be free, and your consciousness will be an influence and a great shaper of circumstances. And then you'll have the dominion over existence that all spiritual masters have promised us when we're ready, when we've earned it, and when we've cultivated. And it comes as mercy and it comes as grace to those who diligently persist at it. So that's the talk this week. We'll chat about it tomorrow. Think it over. Don't accept what I say. Digest it on your own. I'll see you tomorrow.